You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
You know, everybody gives such praise to all these athletes at the Olympics right now. Can we give a round of applause to the real MVPs, the drone operators at the Olympics?
The guys flying the cameras?
They have not hit one person, at least from far as I've seen, during these winter games yet.
Dude, and like some of them feel easier than others. Like if you're flying like the big drone chasing the guys doing the downhill skiing, like easy to keep your distance and keep the shot. Crazy turns that they're making, but it's still. But I saw a video the other day of someone, they fly a drone inside the luge track.
Yeah.
Like behind the guy on the sled. And I would be deathly afraid of smacking that guy in the back of the helmet.
Well, even I've been watching a lot of the snowboard ones, like the big air or the half pipe. They have the drone running in behind them the entire time, which is, it's gotta be a little bit nerve-wracking, right? Like, this is one of the biggest moments of your life. Maybe you're on your final run, your other run wasn't good, you're trying to get yourself psyched up, and then all of a sudden, it just sounds like a swarm of bees are, like, coming in behind you, just...
I will say, and maybe this is just like, this is how things will be for the rest of our lives because drones are becoming such prevalent technology, but these will definitely be the first Olympics where the official sound of the games is every event you're watching. You can just hear the whine of those drones in the background. It has to be super distracting for the athletes.
I mean, it's probably distracting. It could be motivational if it is like the alpine skiing or any of the like race speed trial, time trial rather events.
Like you're trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
Like it is the swarm of bees you mentioned and you're like, gotta go.
Starts scaring you a little bit, you know?
Meanwhile, though, like, we were watching some moguls events the other day, and they come off and they go bang, 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 and then they do the flip, and then all of a sudden there's just a drone in front of them. Like, how do you not just bail? How do you not just go like, oh, God, and fall down?
Oh, 100%. That's what I'm saying is like, these drone operators deserve way more credit than they're getting. Also, they could easily, like, cut somebody up.
They could change the entire Olympics with just one flick of a joystick. That said, what a sick job to be the drone operator for the Olympics. You're just basically there playing Star Fox in real life, chasing athletes down.
Listen here, kids. Who says video games can't pay off?
That's right.
You could be at the Olympics, you nerd.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Drones behind the athletes filming everything, but they've got a speaker that pipes in whatever motivational crap the athlete needs. That you could have the Rocky theme playing behind you. You could have just a soundtrack of your dad yelling at you about how disappointed he is and he won't amount to anything and you're going to prove him wrong. Just a list of motivational choices that you can have for the athlete. That'd be kind of cool.
Even better is what they could do is like if someone messes up on their run, they could have like a ooh. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. That'll be interesting to see. What would you want piped in behind you to make you get that gold?
I mean, I think you said it. If Eye of the Tiger is playing, my performance in anything is going to go up at least 25%.
I thought you just would have been excited to hear your dad's voice again.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Bad Bunny's obviously making a lot of headlines after his Super Bowl halftime show, but apparently he's caused over 700,000 people to flush their toilets at the exact same time.
How does any one man cause 700,000 toilet flushes?
New York City released this statement saying they saw a significant reduction in water usage throughout the 5 boroughs during the Super Bowl halftime show, but in the 15 minutes right after the show ended, there was a spike in usage equivalent to 761,719 toilets flushing.
Basically, everybody was glued to the TV to watch the halftime show, and then as soon as it ended, everybody went to the bathroom.
Dude, is that not crazy?
That's amazing, because you want to watch a halftime show, you don't want to miss the game. You got a small window to get it in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like when you were a kid watching your favorite show, trying to like hold it until the commercials come, right?
Tap dancing back and forth, being like, please go to break. Please go to break.
It is crazy. 700,000 of like the 8 million that live in New York City. You got to think across the whole United States or hell, North America or the world. How many people went to the bathroom at the exact same time?
It is kind of a unifying moment when you think about it. Like a lot of people, millions of people watched the same thing. and then we all ran to the bathroom at the same time.
They should drop stat lines like this across Canada when the men's Olympic team plays. Hell, I'd love to see it in 2010 when we went into overtime, or at the Four Nations Cup when they went into overtime last year.
Dude, I have to imagine anytime Team Canada is playing in like an elimination or especially a medal game, it is the absolute biggest test of any plumbing system in any city or town across the country.
It's also a funny thought, too, to think that there's a lot of people at Super Bowl parties that looked like they were dancing to Bad Bunny when they just really were holding it in like, oh, God.
Wow, I really didn't know Steve had so much rhythm. And he's just like, I shouldn't have had that extra beer. Oh, my God, I'm dying.
Some guy at the Super Bowl, like, standing there, like, looking like he's enjoying it. And he's like, I just don't want to block anyone's view right now.
The lines are too long for the bathroom.
You know what's crazy is Kid Rock and all these people are complaining about Bad Bunny and his performance at the Super Bowl. They're complaining about the wrong thing. This man has caused so many people to get UTIs, brother. That's the problem with Bad Bunny's halftime show.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
You know, after talking about everyone holding their pee to watch Bad Bunny's halftime show, I was thinking we could do a draft here this morning.
Okay.
Of the worst place to be when you're trying to hold in a leak.
Oh, man, because there's, definitely better spots to be than others. You're watching the halftime show. If you really got to go, you just go to the bathroom. But there's other places where that's not an option.
Rock, paper, scissors for first pick.
All right, quick. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey, I get first pick. What a change of pace.
With the number one pick for the worst place to be when you have to go pee, what are you going with?
I mean, just thinking about it off the top of my head, it's got to be at the top of a Ferris wheel when it breaks down. Like, you're at the Ferris wheel or any other sort of carnival ride. You're up at the top and then they shut it down for whatever reason. And you're just like, oh, no. Because if you do end up relieving yourself, that's a crime, brother.
Sure. That's a good pick. That's a great first pick. I'm thinking with my first pick, I'm going to go prostate exam.
Oh, I hear you're more prone to the idea of it, too, when you're there. Like, you got to make sure you're empty before you go in there.
Like the doctor's like, put snaps on the glove, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, no.
I feel something rumbling.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Can we take 5? Can we take a quick time out?
That's got to be one of the worst, right?
Absolutely. For my number 2, I'm going to say stuck in an elevator.
Stuck in an elevator,
You're
for
stuck,
sure.
Especially if there's other people there. Because if you're by yourself and it's an emergency situation, you maybe just go to a corner. Well, you can't if there's other people watching.
You know, kind of similar with my second pick. Like, you can escape, but you really don't want to. If you are front row general admission at a concert or a festival.
Oh, you can't give up your spot.
Like, you're right on the railing at the front of the stage. That is the worst place to be. You've got thousands of people behind you. You know you're never going to get that spot again. You know you're barely going to find your buddies.
And also, you might think, like, well, you're in a crowd. Like, maybe you could get away if you had to go. No, you're at the front. The band can see you. Security's right there. They're watching.
I've heard of people that are like, you know, front row people, and they'll wear diapers to concerts just so they don't leave.
It's not the worst idea in the world. For my third and final one, I'm going to say, and this is more specific to guys than gals, because the groom always comes out first at the wedding. Oh. Standing at the altar.
Yeah.
Waiting for your blushing bride to come walking down the aisle, and you're just, oh no.
Those 2 beers you had with the boys before the wedding start kicking in. Yeah.
The vows are going to get real quick, preacher. Let's get going.
With my final pick on worst place to be when you got to take a leak, I'm going to go with being in court.
Oh, God.
Whether you're like a defendant, a lawyer, any sort of aspect of it.
Honestly.
Like, if you're on the stand and you got to go to the bathroom and you're testifying and all you can think about is taking a leak, or if you're a lawyer and you're trying to get somebody off and all you can focus on is like, can we take a recess real quick here?
They keep saying the word release and you're like, please stop saying that word right now.
Start pinching yourself. My client is not guilty.
Your Honor, objection. I really have to go.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It was a close call for a draft, but I'm always man enough to admit when I've lost. Coming your way, brother.
I will take it. I think the getting married one I think that carried me across the finish line today.
Do got to ring the shame bell on us. Neither one of us took traffic jam, which was the most texted in thing by people.
Traffic jam is only tough if you have shame and a lack of a plastic bottle. If I've got a water bottle in the car, I'll be fine.
Someone else said waiting for a ride program. He's just kind of looking sketchy. We do got Al on the phone. You have somewhat of a driving related one?
Oh, it's at the gas pumps. Every time I go to the gas pumps, I have this urge to urinate.
Every time you're watching the dollars and liters click up, you're just like, come on.
No, it's just something about the running stream of gas.
That's true. They always say, right? If you got to go, think about like water and rushing water, waterfalls, all that stuff. All that gas flowing through the hose into your car. I get how that could make you got to dance a little bit.
Yeah, and it's not even funny.
You don't even give it a good shake after you're done, too.
Yeah, no. And my wife's quite familiar with the fact that when I go to pump gas, I have to find a washroom.
A lot of great texts in here at 762-555. Someone said window seat on a plane because you don't want to ask them to get up.
Yeah. Anytime you're in line and you're trying to hold your spot, especially if you've been there for a while, you're like, I will pee my pants before I leave this line.
Kind of similar to your Ferris wheel one. Someone texted in chairlift.
Oh,
you
like
get
at the
stuck
ski
on
hill?
a chairlift. It's kind of a weird angle.
Yeah, and it's rocking.
Melt some snow from above there.
Dude, imagine falling out of the chairlift because you were trying to pee.
Someone said funeral as well, which I mean, like, it's tough to walk away from a funeral. You're like, just put the body in the ground already.
Just trying to like edge your way down. I did see one that I thought was an interesting thought. It said mid-surgery, if you're the doctor, you've got your hands, you're like trying to fix someone's appendix or something like that. All of a sudden you're like, oh, nurse, I have to go.
We've got Chad on the phone. Chad, what's the worst place to be when nature calls?
Well, that's a border for crossing.
Dude. Because there's two awful chunks of that. One, you're sitting in the run-up waiting for your turn to go across. You can't go anywhere. They're going to be real suspicious if you race out of your car.
Well, it's kind of like the thing that I was saying about being stuck in court. Like, you start looking sketchy, you're nervous, you're sweating, you're all jittery. They're like, what's going on, pal?
Well, and that's the other part I was going to say. There's nothing worse than trying to have a conversation with somebody when you have to pee, and they're already deadly serious at the border.
Yeah.
The bright side is that when they ask you to pull over for the search, they might have a bathroom there.
We're both going to have bad days.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
There's a huge cheating scandal going down at the Olympics right now, and it has nothing to do with sport.
Oh, okay.
Did you not see the Norwegian biathlete who got bronze yesterday who admitted to cheating on his girlfriend?
No. What? Sorry. What? Why did that even come up?
I'd play the audio, but it's all in Norwegian. They asked him, how he's feeling after winning the medal. And this is his quote here. He said, "There's someone I wanted to share it with who might not be watching today. 6 months ago, I met the love of my life.
Okay.
The most beautiful and kindest person in the world. 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake and cheated on her.
No.
I had the gold medal in life, and I am sure there are many people who will see things differently, but I only have eyes for her. Sport has come second these last few days. Yes, I wish I could share this with her." He's sobbing on TV.
Dude.
Like almost crying, like bawling. And apparently he had only told his partner like a week ago that this happened before he headed to the Olympics.
So, okay, hang on. Dating for 6 months. 3 months ago, 3 months in, he cheats on her. Right before going to the biggest athletic competition of his life, he goes, "Hey, by the way, this happened."
Yeah, I wonder how that conversation came up. Like she joked around and was like, "Hey, you better be careful in the Olympic Village." And he's like, "Oh, I just got to be honest."
Yeah. I hear a lot of stories about what happens at these Olympics. He's like, "Oh, don't worry. That already happened 3 months ago."
And I mean, a lot of emotions for sure. But I mean, imagine her being at home like, what the hell, man? Like, what are you doing?
Just spilling all the drama on television.
Well, it's funny because he did a press conference yesterday and someone asked him basically like, why did you do that? What was the reasoning? And here's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right choice or not. But it was the choice I made. we make different choices during our life, and that's how you make life, basically. So today I made the choice to tell the world what I did. So maybe there's a chance that she will see what she really means to me, and maybe not. But I don't want to think I didn't try everything to get her back.
So basically, he's just like, please,
I love
forgive me.
That male attitude of like, I went on international television and told the whole world that I cheated on you. Isn't that enough? Mm-hmm. Take me back. Like, what? What are you talking about?
Something tells me this guy ain't gonna end up on a box of Wheaties anytime soon, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So I was saying that Norwegian athlete who admitted to cheating on his girlfriend at the Olympics will never get any sponsorships.
Very unlikely.
Ashley, you disagree? What's an idea you got?
Oh, like Kleenex, maybe?
For bawling his eyes out on television?
He did all that crying? Like, Christian singles or something? I don't know. Clearly the man needs God and maybe a girlfriend now.
You know what? Maybe not a Christian mingle or single. Maybe more of an Ashley Madison ad.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he was. Who knows?
Dude, the international face of cheating. What a role.
I mean, he already is. He put it out there.
And hey, he's taken the heat off the Coldplay situation, so I'm sure they're happy.
Yeah, that would be the greatest collaboration 2026 right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, thinking about it now, Ashley's right. I think there's a lot of businesses that could maybe use this guy to their advantage. Maybe like a U-Haul or a storage kind of facility.
Get him teamed up with a luggage company for when you got to move out.
Yeah. Or like Motel 6 has the slogan like, we'll leave the light on. That works perfect in this guy's scenario.
Are we trying to get him sponsorships for breaking up or for the act of cheating?
A little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
His agent should be looking out for him.
You know, what's that guy's name who won a medal at the Olympics and chugged a beer, and now he's the host of The Amazing Race Canada?
I can never remember the dude's name. I know who you're talking about.
You know what? This guy should now be the host of Cheaters. I don't know if that show's still on, but this should be the perfect host for it, wouldn't it?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets for tonight's jackpot on the line, and we are playing wrong answers only, and this contest has been going very well. We've been running through various Winter Games events, and yesterday we did Big Air. I was thinking we could do another snowboarding, skiing one. Today we have asked you to explain to us, what is slope style?
Slope style, which is, it's one of those events where it sort of combines different elements. Like you might see if you were a summer athlete person in like a skate park, the street park sort of thing, but bringing it to the snow. Now, erase all that knowledge and tell us what it really is.
All right, we've got some voice memos coming in here at 762-555. Remember, you can be a judge, so let us know who you think deserves to win. We'll start with this one here.
Morning, fellas. This is Trevor. And slopestyle is an Olympic event where you have to eat a bowl of soup while doing 50 kilometers an hour minimum down a hill on a skateboard. And the first one to the bottom, as long as your bowl of soup is finished, will win the golden spoon or silver or bronze spoon.
See, I thought he was going to say the one who has the most soup left in the bowl.
See, now that's a sport I would watch. I think Trevor actually made a misstep by saying that you have to finish the soup. Watching somebody try to navigate an alpine hill.
So much funnier.
Holding a hot bowl of soup and no gloves.
Yeah.
Bare hands only.
All right, good start, Trevor. Let's go here. I think this is Christine.
Hi, this is Christine, and slopestyle is when you're going down the hill, but with different artistic moves. So you're kind of like dancing down the hill.
I guess like The idea of like a gymnastics floor routine, but instead of on flat, it's on an angle.
They did have that weird ski ballet event that was in the Olympics back in the 80s. So it technically was a real thing at one point.
I forgot about that.
I've never seen videos of that. It's weird.
If you told me that it was called slopestyle, I would have believed you.
All right, we'll do a couple more here. Let's see what this one is.
Slopestyle is when the Toronto Maple Leafs try to make it to the top of the Atlantic and then slide to the bottom, sinking like the Titanic.
Guys, come on now.
I love it. I will say I can't in good conscience allow every person who makes it a Leafs chirp win the contest.
That can't be a guaranteed win.
It can't be the cheat code. So I appreciate the joke, but I don't think that's our winner today.
Shame on you.
Oh, no shame. I respect it.
Trying to have fun here and be entertaining, all right? All right, we got one more.
It's Skaggs boys. Okay, so slope style is actually pronounced slop style, but you know people can't read who do this kind of stuff, obviously. And you just ski down the hill, grinding rails, and eating sloppy joes, throwing meat sauce all over the mountain, boys.
What's the event? What is the meat sauce? Are you getting points for the meat sauce?
Maybe it's how many sloppy joes you can eat while hitting up all the jumps and rails.
Dude, I might have finally found my winter Olympic event.
All right, what are we thinking here? 762-555. I'm between soup and sloppy joes.
I think that's it. And, you know, it maybe says something about who we are as people, that our favorite two are both about food. But I think Trevor and Skaggs both came up with it. I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to sway the vote, 762-555. Tell us who you think should win. I would pick Skaggs only because I think we came up with a better idea for Trevor's than Trevor did.
Valid point.
Trevor's was good, but I got no notes for Skaggs. I think it's just bizarre.
I see a few of you asking for the Toronto guy too, which makes me so mad.
So many texts for the Toronto guy.
Sloppy Joes or Toronto guy? What do you want?
Guys, I love the Toronto chirps, and I hope we get one every day we play these games.
I don't.
But you guys, you'll hate this game if we just start giving the prize away to the Leaf haters every day.
Sloppy Joes?
He's got to be Sloppy Joes.
Thank you.
So many texts for the Toronto guy, though.
I know some people are going to say it's biased. Yeah, it's biased.
To be fair, he didn't really play the game. He just chirped the Leafs.
All right, congratulations, Skaggs. You and your Sloppy Joes get yourself $100 in Lotto 649 tickets. If you happen to win the big jackpot, toss some nickels and dimes my way, and maybe I can buy the Toronto Maple Leafs and reinvent this team.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Now it's time for something you probably didn't know.
There's all these stupid national days all the time. There's a national day for everything. Apparently today is National Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day.
Does that need its own day? I mean, do any of these need its own day, honestly?
I was curious, though, when I saw this morning on our little prep sheet. What is the origin of Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk? I mean, it's something that we've all heard our entire lives.
Right, but are there a lot of people actually spilling milk and then stopping to shed tears over top the puddle?
I'll tell you this. My mom would probably make me cry if I spilled my milk. She'd be like, what are you doing?
That's Don't Cry Over Spanked Ass.
Apparently, it may come from some like supernatural lore in the days when people believed strongly in fairies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Apparently, it was common to lay out a shrine for them consisting of small quantities of food and drink, particularly milk.
This sounds like Santa Claus. That's basically what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Now, the first time that it was written in any sort of text or anything like that, it traces back to 1659. A guy named James Howell. He wrote a book in which, like, there was one sentence where he said, "No weeping for shed milk."
Okay.
And then it kind of continues on, like, over the years, it's kind of like worded differently. In 1738, there was another recording or a written text that said, "'Tis a folly to cry for spilt milk."
I love Old English, man.
It's by an Irish author, Jonathan Smith. And then the most recent text was in 1852 by Hannah Maria Jones, where she said, "But it's no use, fretting over shed milk.
Okay. All right. That's getting very close now to where we're at with the don't cry over spilt milk.
And then somewhere in the 1900s, people just started saying don't cry over spilt milk. And that's just kind of where it's laid its rest. You know?
When we lost our whimsy and started using more boring words instead of the fun ones from back then.
It is kind of sad to think that it went through all these different iterations of wording and phrasing and stuff like that. And we've kind of just dropped it. I think we need to modernize don't cry over spilt milk once again. You know, you got to just think about the world that we live in. Maybe something as simple as like, soy it up. It's not even real milk.
There's definitely going to be a very specific kind of person who wants to use that phrase.
Yeah. Like a milk happens or something, you know?
Milk happens would be good. Maybe it's not even because, like, I also feel like, no offense to the dairy farmers, but I also feel like milk is just not like the best example anymore.
Well, it's not what it used to be. Apparently, we didn't need to drink it as kids.
That's right. So, maybe you take something that's a little bit more in the modern era of like, don't cry over dropped zins or something like that. Something that speaks to the youth.
Don't cry over a lost vape.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There are certain stories that have come from the Super Bowl. Obviously, the domination of the Seahawks over the Patriots was one. The Bad Bunny halftime show is another. But it feels like, above all the other ones, the third biggest story is that New England Patriots Stephon Diggs got dumped either before or after the game by rapper Cardi B.
That makes so much sense. I was wondering why they weren't throwing the ball to him during the Super Bowl.
Do you think that they knew he was going through an emotional moment?
That's had to be what it is. He's like been one of the best receivers on their team. And I think he got the ball thrown to him like a handful of times.
Yeah. And that's, you'd think in a game where you didn't score points until the fourth quarter, you would look to your default big weapons. And apparently he was too busy going through it. And this is all anybody is reporting on anymore.
Imagine him just like being in the huddle and they're like, hey, Stephon. And he's like, yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. Need you to go deep down the sideline. It's just like, but why won't she come with me, bro? I don't understand.
I don't want a ring. She doesn't want my ring.
There are also some reports that it may have happened right after the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's even worse.
Which I do think is a hilarious concept that like she would have gone and been like, you don't have no ring, you don't have me, and like dropped him on the spot.
Had your dreams shattered and your heart broken at the same time.
I will say though, like, story to talk about and all that other stuff. I think we care a little bit too much about celebrities. People figured out that there was even smoke to this fire because they unfollowed each other allegedly on Instagram.
Who's paying attention to that?
Who's got those records? Who went after the Super Bowl and everything that happened? Bad Bunny, Seattle Seahawks, fighting with Donald Trump, Kid Rock's show. Who was like, I wonder if Cardi B and Stephon Diggs still follow each other after that debacle of a football game.
I mean, I feel like we just distract ourselves from our boring lives is all it is.
Honestly,
that's all that is.
There's not enough going on in my life, so I need to know which celebrities are dating or married or having babies, who's following who on social media. Imagine trying to explain to our ancestors that one day, not only will there be an internet and a social media, but that people will care who follows who. It's an insane thing to tell someone from back in the day.
Still feel for the guy though, man. That's devastating though.
Post Super Bowl, top 5 worst places to get dumped.
Yeah, I'd say it's up there. I'd say for the average person, I'd say it's like going to a job interview.
Oh.
If you got dumped before you had to go to a job interview.
Right. You're like, all right, babe, I'm on my way out the door. You grab the keys and she's like, hey, before you go,
let's talk.
Can we just have a quick chat?
Oh, man. Imagine being at the job interview and they're like, what are one of your weaknesses? And you're like, I'm just like my father, apparently. I don't know.
I've been told I have trouble listening.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We do got friend of the show, Sam, on the phone. Sam, what would you say is the worst place or time to get dumped?
I think when you're a groomsman or a bridesmaid right before a wedding, and then all of a sudden you have to stand up there at the altar watching these folks get married, and you're like, F love, I'm done with it. And then you have to be happy and forced.
Just miserable at hell at your buddy's wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, even worse.
That would suck.
even worse if you're a bridesmaid or a groomsman that has to give a speech at the reception. I remember when you two met and fell in love and we were all happy.
The breakup hits whenever the drinks hit, and then you're just standing up there doing your speech. That would be awful.
Although I will say, wedding probably one of the best places to be on the rebound, though.
True. Accurate.
Oh, yeah, you can go shopping, that's for sure.
Hopefully the buffet's open, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
All right, let's get weird. 762-555. First one here says, would you rather come in 4th place at the Olympics or last place at the Olympics?
Does it matter at that point? I mean, if you're not coming home with a medal, you're not getting any money from your country for performing well at the Olympics. You might as well. I don't think it really would make a difference to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. If it's one of those slalom races where you're battling for 3rd, or it's hockey where you're battling for 3rd and then you lose and get 4th, that's more devastating. But at the same point, you still get a ranking in some of these other ones, right?
Yeah.
So it helps you out in the long run if you're 4th rather than last.
It could help you at future World Cup events and stuff.
And some of if you look at the biathlon ones, there's 50 people in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd rather be 4th than say I came in 50th.
I will say, I think the only thing that would make 4th tough is if it was close. Especially like you said, with some of those downhill skiing events where it's 0.000 seconds between you and the person in front of you. Just put me in last. I don't want to be that close. I don't want to be on the doorstep of winning.
The beer isn't as sad afterwards if you're 4th place versus 50th place, you know? Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? I mean, I think we could all catch up on some sleep.
I think the biggest thing is I just don't think I'm cut out for jail time. I don't do well by myself with my thoughts. I wouldn't know the hierarchy in the yard. I look too big, but I'm actually very weak. I would get stabbed for sure.
Oh, both of us are holding someone's pocket for sure. I guarantee you on that. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
I think you'd be the first to attest that my memory's not so sharp
I think that's already gone, yeah.
No, I think I would rather lose my sight, though. Bummer to not be able to see things, but who are we if not the sum of our life experiences? You know, if I just forgot everything. Imagine if me and you hung out and all of a sudden I was just like, hey man, I'm Dalby, nice to meet you. Who are you?
Imagine how much fun every show would be. It'd be like 50 first dates on the radio every day. That'd be crazy.
What, you'd have to spend every morning convincing me to fall in love with you again?
Was it hard the first time? Would you rather be stuck in a blizzard or a sandstorm?
Depends. How much acid am I on when I'm listening to Sandstorm?
Oh, you're thinking
in actual weather phenomenon, I probably blizzard. I just don't know. I've never been in a sandstorm. I've been in many a blizzard. I put on my balaclava and my parka and everything like that.
I guess the question is, are you outside or is it just the environment that you live in?
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. You see stories about people getting lost in sandstorms and getting scraped up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like the sand could do a lot more damage than the snow if you're not prepared for it.
Yeah, and I guess it's heat versus cold, right? It's easier to make yourself warm than to make yourself cool.
Yeah. Let me bundle up and get a couple of shots of vodka. We'll be fine.
All right, we'll wrap up with this one. Would you rather do luge with no helmet or skeleton in a Speedo?
Oh my God.
I feel like the helmet aspect of the luge, it doesn't even matter. If you hit your head, you're done in that. But
it's a lot like when you see people on motorcycles not wearing their leather. Great that you have a helmet. It means you're likely to survive long enough to lose all the skin off your body.
But I don't know if I speak for both of us here. Neither of us have the confidence to wear a Speedo at the beach, let alone in the skeleton. It'd be so cold.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.